Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you.
What's up? Really like that. You really like that?
Let's shut up and grind some tape. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Thursday morning here inside the studio. I got a great one planned for you today as we take a look at Aaron Philo. Look, no disrespect to Tramel Jones. I expect this to be Florida's starting quarterback for a multitude of reasons. He's comfortable in the system. You paid him a good bit of money to get him out of Georgia Tech because they were penciling him in to be the starter. But also, I just think he's really, really good. And even if he's not your starting quarterback today, more importantly, you're going to get a real introduction into Buster Faulkner's offense out there at Georgia Tech. We're going to take a look at two games. We're going to take a look at his first real meaningful playing time back in 2024 against NC State. Gets thrown into the mix because I think Haynes King's got a shoulder problem mid-late in that 2024 season. And then we're going to watch his record-breaking performance against Gardner-Webb. I think it's going to be a good introduction for you guys into what is, I think, to be one of the better offensive minds in college football going today, and that is Buster Faulkner. Hey, got a couple of rules around here if you're new to the network. All right, if you learned anything about the game of football today, you must subscribe. If you learned anything about your favorite football team, which Florida Gator fans, I promise you, you're going to learn something about your new football team today. Or if you have any fun at all today, you must subscribe. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. All right. Now, should be known, Jonathan, I'm a little biased to this football player because I'm biased to the state of Georgia high school football. I think we've got great high school football here, and when you go 4 years, you start 4 years, and you shatter state records in passing, you're pretty damn good. Now, I've also studied this guy in person. I've also had the opportunity of catching this guy in workouts, okay? This is an elite arm. This is a really, really make every type of throw type of football player, okay? Now, the start of this game, we have to put context into it. Jonathan, I don't know if you can see this, but the first bunch of my notes are scratched out because I'm mistaking him for Haynes King, okay? They were rotating these guys in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And they were throwing the true freshman. They were throwing the true freshman out there on almost automatic passing downs. I think our first rep out here is second and long. An automatic passing down right here for us. So we get thrown into the mix, and it takes us a little while to warm up right here. I think we underthrow this one just a good bit right here. Now, on these deep shots, Jonathan, also you're going to get a reintroduction into Eric Singleton, by the way, in this film study. He's going to look totally different than he did in an Auburn uniform. That's crazy. But anyways, first throw of the game, coach throws us in there to throw a damn 40-yard post. Not the easiest one to come up off the bench and let rip. Now, we got three options on deep balls when guys are wide ass open, right? One, we can hit them in stride. We call those strider dots. We love those. All right, we can underthrow it. That gives us an opportunity to fight back to the football or draw a defensive pass interference, or we can do the no-no, which is overthrow the guy. I haven't seen him overthrow one yet, okay? Now, one thing I will say about him, he is a toe lifter. All right, see his back foot coming up off the ground already? We are a big-time toe lifter. Now, we're a toe lifter on the big-time deep balls. We're also a toe lifter on the firm one ball that we're ripping on a dig. So these are some of the things that I don't necessarily love. I love our feet to absorb contact and then release it all at our fingertip, okay? Anytime we see that back foot kind of come up, I think we're losing energy. Throwing a football, Jonathan, is eerily similar to hitting a golf ball. And what I mean by that is the only ability for us to produce force from the ground are our 2 feet tied into the ground, right? So could you imagine being a golfer and lifting your back foot on contact? No. It wouldn't make any sense, would it? Same thing in football. Like we don't need to be lifting our platform. We need to be driving through our cleats in the ground, okay? Now, these are some of these things we watch as a true freshman we're pointing out to hope that we clean up by the time we watch this Gardner-Webb tape in a second, okay? This is going to be one of the more exhaustive film studies we've had all year, so just sit in, okay? But here's the deal what I'm talking about right here, Jonathan. You tell me, when we get to the top of our drop, which is right here, Okay? Actually, I think we mixed in an extra one in there. Okay, let's count them. 1, 2, 3. Should be stopped right there. We throw an extra full step in there now, right? Now our launch point is different, okay? Now we're at a different spot where these tackles think they're running their player by us. In reality, they're running him into us, okay? All right, so that's the first thing I don't necessarily love about this rep. Now, the other thing that I don't love about this rep, Jonathan, they're in man-to-man coverage. I don't know if you can tell that. It's hard to see pre-snap. They're playing it from depth, but his eyes are locked on his responsibility. Look at these two guys. We got a stacked bunch up here, and they're trying to sort that out and play some man coverage on top of that. How do we read mesh versus man, Jonathan?
Low to high.
We read it low to high. So if we were to read this low to high, okay, we'd be looking at number 7, wouldn't we? Who's wide ass open right now? Number 7. The reason being, his man-to-man is getting all jacked up because we're meshing and rubbing him, okay? So if we were to read this accurately, if we were to read this the way we were taught with good depth in our drop, we've got plenty of time to hit that shallow, right? And we got a big-time explosive run after the catch. Instead, we try to fit it down here into this window, all right? Now, those are all the negatives. Here's why I think this guy led the history of state of Georgia in passing. The accuracy in the ball placement's immaculate, okay? I don't love the idea. I don't love the execution of the play. God, I love the spot. God, I love the spot. We could probably catch that ball. We don't, though. We don't, though. Woo! Oh, we're so incredibly late right here, okay? We're so incredibly late on this read. See the extra hold, Jonathan? Okay, we're running the sail right here. Now, I know why we're late, because this nickel defender does a tremendous job of doing the rare thing of playing both. Right now, he's compromised on the sail, okay? We've got the sail right here. We've got that deep post driving into that corner's deep third. He's cooked. We've got the sail. We need to rip it right now, though. Instead, we're going to take a full extra hitch. Okay, now we're going to let the ball go. And look who's already got their hips open and driving vertically into that sail route, the corner. This should be a pick. It is not. It should be a pick. But again, these are situations that I think as we progress, all right, we get more opportunities to run and play in the system. By the time we turn on the Gardner-Webb tape, we should be on time with these types of throws. See, we might be 2 hitches late right there, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Okay? Not a great rep right there. But I do feel like this is one of those systems very akin to, I don't even have a name here for you, but these systems are, if you can hit the 10 layups I'm going to give you every game, you're going to walk out 200 yards easy. Okay? If you just got to hit the layups I give you, like this one right here. We've got counter into the boundary right here, Jonathan, with the running back. So watch this flow. Watch these 3 football players and this edge defender. Watch them commit themselves to the counter. All right? What they don't know is I've got the tight end into the arrow flat right now with 2 blockers on those lone 2 defenders out in space. We've got a 20-yard explosive about to happen right now, and it's a 2-yard throw. Just one of these, okay? So if we can just do this, we're good. We're going to get a lot of yardage, okay? People will look at Georgia Tech's offensive efficiency numbers the last several years, and they will be impressed, okay? They will be impressed by the amount of scoring and the amount of yardage that Buster had at this place. It's transcendent. They hadn't done this since the 90s in terms of offensive output because they were a triple option team forever. But anyways, they were great. You're left blown away when you realize how small they are. When you realize how they don't have dudes, how they didn't have a top 20 roster, but they had top 15 results. That's what terrifies me for everybody else in this conference about giving this dude Florida's roster. Florida's roster is never bad. It's never, ever bad. It's always filled with dudes. Now, that's an NFL player. That tight end right there went on to play in the league. I think he's runnable at 6'2", 215. I don't know if I'm making him primary features in our run game, okay? Now, this is what I mean by he's runnable. What's the down distance situation personnel right here? It's 3rd and 10, ball at the 34. we're in 2-down territory, right? So if we run him on 3rd and 10 for 6 yards and we get into a 4th and 4, we're good to go. We're hunting that 4th down conversion. Also important to watch this clip because you're going to see him running against Gardner-Webb. I know lesser than competition comparative to NC State, but I think his movement patterns change a little bit. We get a little bit more explosive. Can't be taking that one. Can't be taking that one. Not that one at the back end. Can't be doing that. I remember watching this game in the lead up for Georgia Tech, the one that went into 8 overtimes. I thought NC State and Pitt, those 2 football teams in the ACC, hit these quarterbacks at Georgia Tech harder than anybody else, okay? And a little side note there. Those guys hunted the backs, or quarterbacks. All right, so always like to have Jonathan in here. Not that I don't love Christian, but I like you. I think you're a fair and honest observer. Are we playing hot right here? Okay, we're going to try to hit this tight end down here in this quick shallow. We got 3 really deep driving routes right here. So if we have to play hot, we either got to play hot to the tight end or we got to play hot out there in the flat to the quarterback. Are we playing hot?
That's my only answer.
I think we feel that left tackle getting beat on speed rush is what I'm hoping. All right, so good thing we're playing hot. Now, bad thing. Do we have eyes in front of our target right now, Jonathan?
No.
No, we do not. We have an opportunity to get our guy killed right here. We got to be very, very careful, okay? Also, left tackle, if you don't get beat like a drum, we got the tight end. He's going to run to grass.
Shoot, the dig was running the grass.
Oh, dude, I mean, they played a ton of man. Everything was going to be running. Like we were going to get something eventually, but they're pressuring, okay? Got to have eyes in front. It's over here on the board for a reason. Okay, you can see what's in front of your target's face. He cannot. He's looking at the ball and he's looking at you. Now, hey, we did put it on the back shoulder, didn't we?
Sure did.
We slowed him down just a tad bit there, so there's good news. Hey, I like this decision right here. It's 3rd and long, I'm pretty sure. Or 2nd and long, automatic passing down right here for us. Okay, they've got 5 over 3 down here. Okay, you see that? 1, 2, 3 options. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this side of the field is dead already. Okay, we're not even going to try to look over there. Now, we could play hindsight's 20/20, guys, because we could take a look at this post that's about to break off in the middle of the field, and by God, it's a touchdown. It looks like a touchdown, right? But we can't play that way as a quarterback. We have to play on time. We have to play within the progressions of the system because these windows have to be hit when they have to be hit. Like this tight end, this ball, if we're going to throw this to him, it has to be thrown as soon as he clears the tackle. Do you see that right there? We just cleared the tackle. That's good timing of the offense, okay? If we hit him in the right time, he's got an opportunity to catch that football, turn upfield, and go be a dynamite weapon after the catch, which is what this tight end was for them in this calendar year. It's a big boy rip right here. Is this the sale to Stockton? All right, it is. Now, this guy is a Florida Gator as well. This is Bailey Stockton, number 87 for them. Route runner, really good specialist, can get open, can create some grass. Obviously has a rapport with Philo. They've been playing together for a long time, so there's that. But this is a big boy rip right here. Woof. That's right hash to outside the numbers on a sail to our left side. But you can see what I'm talking about with this back leg, Jonathan. We feel as if we have to really whip this thing around to get all that momentum. Buddy, just keep it in the ground. Slam that energy. Don't let it continue. We're losing it. Great rip, though. My notes right here say need a better ball. Need a better ball. Hey, we're hypercritical, okay? By the way, the idea that this guy, Jamal Haynes, did not get an Indiana combine invite, criminal. Absolute criminal. I think he's one of the better backs available this year. Got to have a better ball right there for him. Okay. Yeah, we got to. Thank God this ball gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. This is a pick. He's trying to go right here. Our mid-hook curl defender is about to absolutely ransack this play. Okay? Now.
That's pick 6.
Oh, yeah. And this play is dead as a doornail anyways because, I mean, we got our shit absolutely jacked up here at the slot. I mean, look at this, Jonathan. We got absolutely wrecked by this nickel corner. Boom! Okay, so we're pretty cooked here. Now, what I do love about this, okay, we got a lot of man beaters in the concept right here. Now, did the man beat the men? No. The concept should have, though. All right, I hate turning tape on and be like, oh, well, you're running a zone beater versus man coverage. You're running a man beater versus zone coverage. What you're doing as a coordinator is not making any sense, okay? This goes back to that, you know, sometimes we need some better players every once in a while. Not saying they didn't have good ones. Just saying I don't think they got a Eugene Wilson out there.
Right.
I don't think they got a Dallas Wilson out there. I don't think they got a Jaden Ball out there, okay? All right. Love the rip, okay? Now, our tight end doesn't catch this football. Here's my note, Jonathan. Can we throw this ball this year without this questionative hitch? Okay, watch this right here. We got a little, should I throw that? Okay, I'm going to throw that. Do you see that right there? We got to get rid of that. We got to trust what we're seeing. He's clearing right now. Rip that shit. Let's go. Don't take that extra hitch, okay? That extra hitch is more time, okay? I think we need that time. Those spaces are condensing the more and more time we take to rip them, okay? Love the ball, though, okay? Guys, first collegiate time playing, and we're ripping shit like that. I love that. I love it. Now, let's trust ourselves the next time we see it, okay? Also doesn't help that tight end's like 6'2" and a quarter. He's all arm right now, okay, and he continued this in the Gardner-Webb study, but boy, do we have plenty of it. Do you see our foot coming up again? But man, we are ripping the shit out the football. You can really see it from the tight. We got some velo now. There is no doubt. See, we're losing energy this way, or we're trying to throw the ball that way. Now, when we slide this way, I bet this ball flight takes off on us this way instead of being firm and solid towards our target. Oh, whoa, isn't that crazy? All right, now I see the vision. I see the vision right here, son. But we're not that guy yet, pal, okay? He tried to throw that one, Jonathan. He tried to throw that one all the way down there, and it ends up right here about the 20, okay? We're not that guy just yet. I see the vision, though. I see what we're trying to do. I like that we have the initial intention to step up, right? Get up through that pocket. Don't go out. I like that, okay? I also like our exit strategy. Okay, we talk about this all the time when we evaluate quarterbacks. When the pocket breaks down, it's awesome that we have the ability to get away. But if we don't get away towards our concepts, we're getting away to dead grass. This is a good job. We know we got that deep over working back right to left, right? So we better escape right to left. All of our options are over there. We're not that guy. All right, this is an absolute no-no. No. No. Never, ever, ever. Put it in your damn pocket. Let's go. This is stuff we've started to figure out as we get older, too. What are they doing right now? They're rushing 3, dropping 8. Okay, this is a really good coaching point because we're about to win the football game off of this, so pay attention. They're rushing 3, dropping 8. We're running 4 concepts into that. We're done. They've got the numbers for us. We need to do something with our legs or check the football down. We don't need to do that. It's a dot, though. This is an absolute dot. Okay, now, spread them out into empty. Make it nice and easy on the quarterback. They're either playing man or they're playing zone. What are they playing, Jonathan?
Man.
They are playing man-to-man coverage. So, what do I really like against man-to-man coverage. I like that field fade, all right, to Eric Singleton right here in the slot. I don't know very many humans that can cover this guy on this route, okay? He is elite at these. He catches that football, okay? It's a 3rd and 3 in our own end. I think we're down. I know we're up 13-7, but it's been a slog so far. It's a big-time rip. And doink. Can you imagine paying that guy $1.2 million like Auburn did and be like, hey, I know you're a 1,000-yard receiver in the slot last year. Let's make you a Z. You want to play outside the numbers? You want to run some back shoulder fades? Huh? What? Oh, catch the ball, dude. That's an NFL football player dropping that rock. Now, this is why I told you I've caught this guy before. It's a firm ball. Okay, it is firm. It's heavy. Okay, now this is real football. And baseball too. There are certain guys that throw heavy balls. Some guys that they got good velo. And you know when you catch them and it arrives and it feels like a brick just hit your hands. Those are heavy throwers. He's a heavy thrower. Got a lot of velo late. Okay, so against this offense, because of what they do, right? Because of all the tight end attachments, because of all the counter stuff that they do, most teams that I watch play and defend Buster, they're either going to play what I call scatter man, all right, which means we're going to scatter and plaster everything. They're going to huddle, they're going to break, they're going to motion, they're going to do all this shit, all the eye candy. So we're going to have to scatter just like they do, and we're going to have to get in front of the people that were responsible for covering. We're going to play man-to-man, and we're going to pressure the box, we're going to stop the run. Or they play cover 3, which is what they're doing right now, I believe, all right? We got Butts to the sideline up here at the top. He's playing it square because he's got one thread over here. He's basically turning it into man-to-man coverage. And we've got a middle field safety right here. Now, the reason I tell you that is because these structures are really, really vulnerable, all right, in certain areas, right? Against man, they're vulnerable against the rubs and the man beaters. Against zone coverage and cover 3, they're vertical in the seams and in the flats right now. Now, why did I just tell you that? To show you that you, a Florida fan, now have a coordinator that is constantly going to be attacking the concepts that he is seeing. That's the goal of coordinating. That's what we're trying to do. Now, we have to have a quarterback that can throw these balls because throwing into the seams like this is difficult for young football players. Not for this cat, okay? He's confident in ripping that shit. That's not an easy ball to throw. The guy looks wide ass open, but everything around him is moving. The underneath defenders are moving closer towards him. Look, that looks like a tight space when you're sitting back there. You know what I mean? Great ball. Now this ain't half bad right here. Yeah. Yeah. We want to step up into that B gap right there, don't we? We almost want to get vertical through here instead of doing what most young kids do, which is this nonsense. I hate that shit. I hate when guys completely bail out of pockets. He's working as flat as humanly possible right now and getting back to Bailey Stockton on a scramble drill right here. Good rip. All right, this is the last one of this game. We got a couple more because he's going to win the football game. I think he's a fearless ripper. All right, I think he throws footballs into tight windows and he's comfortable doing so, despite the fact that at this point in our career, we hadn't taken a lot of reps, guys. All right, we have not taken a lot of reps. We're throwing that one. We're throwing that one right now. We're throwing it on time. Look, he's right over the spot, right? Right over the spot like we talked about earlier. We're going to clear and we're going to run to grass and we're going to rip. That's a big-time throw right there in a fourth quarter from a freshman. Similar concept, though, right? I think it's off truck toss. Yeah, a little fake truck. All right, now we're working the waggle, basically, back over the top. Woo! Let's go to the last series, okay? Minute 30. We got 90 seconds left on the clock. We're down 6. We need a tud. Okay? Haynes King's got a blown out shoulder. We're the only ability to throw the football. We get thrown in a 2-minute with 1 timeout to go win the football game. Do we do it?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. We do. We go on and do it. Okay? I think we have arm talent. All right? But I'm really more impressed with the accuracy of the athlete. When he knows where he's throwing the football, all right? And right here, our feet are discombobulated because of the rush, right? But watch where this ball ends up. That's the spot. That's where we need it. I need you to go do something with it after the catch, okay? We need those 4 yards. Every yard in this 2-minute drill is paramount. Now, this was the first one that I felt like we should give the quarterback a minus for ball placement. That's back shoulder. I need that out in front. But that's Justice Haynes, so we're okay. The non-combine invite. Freaking ridiculous. Jamal. Did I call him Justice?
Yeah.
I've done that a couple of times. Notes say good enough athlete. I told you earlier they were rushing 3, dropping 8, right? So what do we need to do? We need to check the football down or be willing to add in with our legs. We're a learnable football player. Midway through the game, we learn, we observe, we take notes, all right? We come back, we beat your ass with it a little bit later. So guess what? Hey, you don't want to learn your lesson? Okay, now you want to rush 4, and you want to give me a big-ass lane down the middle of the defense. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go win the football game, okay? I think we're tough, we're competitive, we're athletic enough, all right? We're athletic enough. Now, here's why we have to turn this Gardner-Webb tape on. Because it's Gardner-Webb. I know everyone's going to crap on Gardner-Webb. But it's progression in the athlete, and it's the only tape we have of 2025. So let's go watch it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a quick break to give a big-time shout-out to our friends over at Sleeper, our premier sponsor on the year, and they're doing a great job. The #1 place for daily fantasy and prop plays, Sleeper Picks is a real money product that connects friends over picks. Choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame, live, or even across different sports. Pick more than or less than the predicted stats. It's that simple. Over on Sleeper, you can get up to 100x payouts, share with your friends, and get rewarded together. Use promo code Brooks today over on Sleeper and get a 100% deposit match up to $100. That's sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Again, promo code Brooks on Sleeper gets you 100% deposit match today up to $100. Sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Terms and conditions apply. I want to give you a quick tutorial of how friendly and how easy it is over there on Sleeper today. We're going to scroll over to the college football tabs at the top right there, and then you can see we've got all the quarterbacks ready for their pass yardage with their total yardages set. We've got rushing yardages for both quarterbacks and running backs, receiving yards, all that good stuff, passing touchdowns. And here's what I am looking at today, guys. Looks really, really juicy. Jamal Haynes, half a touchdown total in this matchup this weekend against Oklahoma. Come on, guys. One place to be this year, Sleeper. Promo code Brooks. We appreciate those guys. Now, Jonathan, if you're going to play a tomato can, you might as well set a school record, huh?
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well throw for 371. That ain't bad. All right, here we go. Let's go take a look at it. By the way, shout out Georgia Tech for always having the down distance formation play cards. We love this. I love that. This just says oof. Oh, it says oof because we're about to get killed. Yeah, that hurts. Okay, that hurts. We're willing to take the shot, though, and we overthrow it just a tad bit. This is the first play of the game, by the way. We're trying to take an absolute bomber to open it, and we get lit. And then the next play, yeah, this is play 2. The very next play, we double oof. I think we get our ass lit up again right here. Yeah, bad start right here. Now, we set a school record in this game, but boy, we got introduced to our start right here. You know, it's probably never a good decision to spin out of contact in the box like this because we might spin ourselves into a kill shot. So, here's what my notes say in my film study, right? I go watch NC State, and I come over here, I watch this, and I watch those 2 plays to start the football game. Third play, I think they run a halfback draw and they punt. So immediately in my notes, I say, how does Buster get us right? Right? How does he get us comfortable? We're in our first career start. We just had 2 bad plays to start the football game. We've been getting our ass lit up already. How do we get him comfortable? Well, I know how. I'm Buster Faulkner. I'm going to get him a nice pitch and catch on a screen, okay? I'm going to release 3 offensive linemen. I've got 2 wide receivers for their 2 DBs. We've got hella numbers right now, don't we, Jonathan? Okay? We've got hella numbers, and we finna walk into the door in a little bit. Not this one. We're going to get a tud on the screen here in a little bit. Now, I don't know how their identity and philosophy on offensive line recruiting will change. But I know Brent handled most of what they do personnel-wise on the offensive line because that's his bag. Brent Key is known as an offensive line guy. So I don't know how these guys look at Florida. I know the last 7 years I've done this, I've never watched Florida not have an NFL football player or 2 or 3 or 4 on their offensive line. So they'll be fine. Left tackle. Come on, man. Uh-oh. What the hell are we doing, son? Okay, we're rolling you to your right. We've got the high post right here. We've got the sail route, and somebody's going to run a spray. Somebody's going to run right to the flat. All right, so there's 7 in the flat. Here comes the sail route, and we got that high post, right? I'm either saying chunk the sumbitch out of bounds, or we need to hit this right here. That's dangerous. Now, we throw that. We underthrow that dramatically, and we have an interception. Not great.
Yeah, one of those just take the profit, get the first down.
Yeah, right? The old adage in quarterback play is never go broke taking a profit. Okay, never go broke taking a profit. Take the profit. You just got to make enough plays, though, for this guy. Honest to God. You just make enough plays for this coordinator, you're going to be all right. This is in everybody's playbook nowadays. A little play action, tight end in the arrow, off cover 3, which, again, by the way, that's what they're playing. Well, they're playing a little quarters, but this guy's way down in the box. But this is kind of the look that you normally get. You get 6 or 7 guys dedicated to the box and a zone shell behind it. And you know who's really great at dissecting zone shells with concepts? Buster Faulkner. Like he is right now, okay? Whether you're in quarters or 3, you're vulnerable where? The flat, okay? Be a playmaker. I do think he's going to make enough plays by himself, though. Is this quarterback? I think he's good enough, okay? I thought this was brilliant. You know who that is we're handing that toss off to? That's Jamal Haynes. Okay? We're in 21 personnel. They don't even know it. You know how I know they don't know it? Because ain't nobody said nothing about their best football player standing right here randomly. He never lines up there. So we just hid this in them on game 2 of the season. Okay? And we get ripped with an explosive right here as a defense. Yeah, no, I wouldn't send that guy a combine invite either. No.
Definitely not.
No. Is this the ball I tweeted? I think it's the ball I tweeted. Whew, son, this is a rip. Okay, now, hey, we don't have the world's like Cam Wardist arm when we're moving to our left. When we're moving to our right, buddy, we got a rocket. Look at this. I love a couple of things here. All right, that right there. Boom. Get outside the pocket. Keep our eyes downfield. We know we got scissors working. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we do. All right, we got one crossing this way, one crossing this way. We got scissors working. Now, scissors going to take a little while to open up as it is right now. We got to hold the football a little bit longer. Look at that dot, son. That's a ball. Okay? That's a ball. I What in the world? Oh, I know what we got here. I also love how their play action department mirrors their run game, right? They run a little bit of stretch zone with Jamal Haynes because he's great at it, right? Real great one cut back, okay? So they're running that stretch look, okay? Look what the safety's doing right now. The safety's eyes are heavily in the box. You know why? Because 4 or 5 times already today, he's gotten stretch duo right at his face. So that wide receiver will come up, step on his toes, and block him, and then the corner's now in run support, right? That's what it normally looks like in this play. But instead, we're running play action, and now we've got the touchdown, okay? We've ran by your face. Now, the only thing we can do as a quarterback is not overthrow this ball, right? So he does a good job putting air up underneath it and allowing his wide receiver to go run underneath it. But that look right there, okay, that is going to happen quite a bit, I would imagine, to SEC defenders as well. Play action passing, in my opinion, is not just about putting the ball into the belly of the back. It's about making people fearful of the action that you're presenting, right? We have to. We have to make them fearful of what we're actually doing and then have an explosive layer off of that. Jonathan, do we lose the nose here? You tell me. It's hard to see from the tight or from the wide, but I think we lose the nose here.
It looks like it, yeah.
And here's where you can tell. From this point, flailing over, okay? Now, some of these guys don't watch everything that we do, but we just got done talking about Drew Mestermaker over there from North Texas going to Oklahoma. One of the best side cutters of the football that we've seen. That's the importance here. If we're pushing this off of our index finger and index finger only, we're going to lose that nose arm side, okay? Still a good ball, though. Still one. This says Gardner-Webb touchdown. This is 3rd and 13, okay? It's great that we complete this ball. It's awesome. I just don't think it's getting completed against a better football team. No offense to Gardner-Webb. We got 2 Ds in one hole over here, okay? Playing bad defense. Great job that we got there, though. Some of this 371 not really translatable. Oh, by the way, Jonathan, that's that. Oh, ha, I'm setting up here in the pocket. Psych, I'm rolling left.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if I were your quarterback coach, okay, we would have some type of hellacious punishment. I'm talking about like, I used to have a coach that would make you do up downs for every hash for 100 yards. Yeah, you're like doing suicide up downs for 100 yards. I would do something like that for missed layups in this system. If you miss a layup in Buster Faulkner's system, you will run till you puke, all right? Because almost all of them could potentially be 6. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Look at all that grass. We overthrow it. Now, is it hard? Yeah, it's tough action on the quarterback. Stretch, shoulder square, flip back open to your left, off platform, beat a defender with the ball, and get it to our wide receiver. A lot going on right here, but we can't be missing layups. I wouldn't necessarily call this a layup. This is kind of like, oh, we got a defender, and we got to do it on them. You know what I mean?
English on it.
Yeah, a little English. I need a little English. Now, this is textbook, okay? I used to have a coach, offensive line coach, shout out Coach Bulleye. He used to talk about clinic tape, okay? I want to take my coaching principles, I want to have them applied in game, and I want to take those clips, put it on a clinic tape, and then go do coaching clinics with your tape. That's what I want to do. This is clinic tape for plus movements as a quarterback, okay? Watch this move from the tight, okay? The importance of the double-handed monster, okay? Got to be a two-handed monster in the pocket, Jonathan. Shout out John Gruden. 2 hands on the rock, rip through, get our feet parallel, get back flat, get outside the pocket, go rip a dart, son. That's how it's done right there. That's big-time football. Now, Gardner-Webb, okay? But it's okay. I still think it's the principles, right? It's the techniques that we're using. Two hands, rip the ball away from the defender, get back out, get flat, eyes downfield, find your weapons. I did think we found some finesse. All right, the more and more we practiced, the more and more we played, I thought we found some finesse in our game. This is finesse, okay? This is playing with a little touch over a underneath flat defender, all right, and playing with some touch to our wide receiver down here on the bottom. I think year one, Aaron Philo probably would have looked back over here, tried to throw that back across his body, okay, and maybe miss him. But instead, we're playing with some touch, we're playing with some finesse, we're playing with some feel. How about the super wide cut here from the tight from Georgia Tech? They give you both of them. Did you see that? Look, they give you the tight and they give you the wide. Those nerds got all the time in the world, don't they?
Sure do.
This is so big time. Far hash, okay? We're going with touch, with anticipation. Okay, we got a fake screen, right? We call this Fox on this network. We're going to run the tunnel, but Bailey Stockton's going to go step on the corner or the toes of that nickel and then run by him. Go step on his toes and then run by him. And look how early that ball is thrown. You know what I mean? It's a confident rip right here from Philo. Still don't like that toe coming up. I mean, this is the shit right here. Okay, here we go. We're in 21 personnel. Okay, that's Jamal Haynes again back here. So here's what we got going on. We've been absolutely murdering them with end arounds, right, Jonathan? We've already shown you 2 explosives off of end arounds. So what are we going to do? We're going to show that action. Okay, what happens to all these football players? You damn right. They're about to start flowing towards Jamal Haynes. What's actually happening to them? They're getting counter back into their face right now with a tight end and a guard that just pulled. And now we're going to have a big time 11, 12, 13-yard gusher right here in a run fit. All right? Now, this is why it's really, really, again, it's one of these things it's not terrifying. It would be scary to me. They're getting numbers advantages with lesser than talented players. Give them equivalent talent and schematically have them have the numbers advantage. What happens? Bad things for defenses normally, okay? I mean, this dude's got no freaking chance. This ball is going to run by him, and he's looking at the jet. I do think we're a little juicier in year 2. You tell me, Jonathan. Think we're a little juicier in year 2?
Yeah.
I think so. Now, we're still getting hit really hard. I'd appreciate if we don't. That'd be nice, okay? But I do think we're a little bit better of an athlete, okay? Now, one thing I know to be true about this kid, all right, and I don't know if it's always a great thing, but if there's a shot to be taken, if coach is calling the shot, he's going to take the shot, even if it means he has to get hit doing so. We saw that first play of the game, right? Same thing here. Okay, we got pressure in our face. It's kind of ugly. We're going to take the shot. Okay, and Isaiah Canyon gets completed with right here. That ball is thrown really high. All right. Thoughts?
Oh, I loved Aaron Philo.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be fitting great with that offense.
I think it'll be fun to watch. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you hit that thumbs up button. We'll see you next time. Bye.